watch all the episodes. Well, not all of them. There's only 5 episodes at a time, but you can watch all of the new season. Because I don't have cable, so it's hard for me to like keep up on television shows. Like I haven't seen Walking Dead yet.
No.
I'm gonna be 3 episodes behind on that, you know. So it's hard for me to catch up with stuff.
At least you're only 3 episodes behind. I gotta wait for the next season out because we watch it on Netflix.
Oh, you haven't?
Well, I don't even know the new season. We're still watching last year's season.
Well, season 5 is on Netflix now.
Yeah, that's what we're watching. That's what we're watching.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, so we're always a season behind.
Yeah, because we're watching Freak Show now. We're almost done with it. American Horror Story, which is alright. The show's kind of. You couldn't get through it?
It is the only American Horror Story season that I have not been able to finish. I just completely lost interest, and I don't like hotel soap operas. So
Oh, really?
I'm like, gosh, I miss like liking American Horror Story.
Me too. Me too, because the first season and the second season were so awesome to me, and I was like the biggest Jessica Lange fan in the world. And I was like, holy shit, she was in the remake of King Kong. And I was like looking up like all the shit that she's done and stuff. And now it's just, this episode especially, it's just, I don't know, and Coven for a little bit. Like Coven when they brought Stevie Nicks in and everything, it was just terrible to me. I couldn't take it. And
I really like Kathy Bates in Coven.
oh, yeah.
Really saved it.
Oh, gosh, yeah. I mean, Kathy Bates is just an amazing actor. And that's the whole thing. I love American Horror Story because it's such a strong female cast and great actresses. But now it's like you're losing some of those. Like the younger girl, she's not going to be in it anymore. Jessica Lange isn't going to be in it anymore.
And Kathy Bates in Hotel, I don't know if y'all seen it yet, but Kathy Bates in Hotel, it doesn't even help. I'm not impressed, with it at all.
Really?
And they tried, like in the first episode, they tried so hard to make it incredibly gory, 100% sexual, just so over the top that it was actually kind of boring. Like, there was this huge bloody orgy, and it was the most bored I've ever been watching an orgy.
That's bad. That's bad.
Yeah.
I kind of just rolled my eyes and I'm like painting my fingernails.
Yeah, right.
What can I do now?
Yeah, that's when you're like thinking about touching yourself and then you're just like, I'll get something to eat.
Go make one of those Texan Chimi Changas.
There you go. Yeah, we salute you. Chimi Changas.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, that is. Because I had high hopes for that show and I really liked it. Now I just, like, I totally agree with you. Like, watching Freak Show, I can barely get through it. And I find myself talking instead of paying attention because it's just not keeping my attention at all. And I'm like cleaning the house and I'm like, I have no idea what's going on in this fucking show. It's just like background noise.
And don't even care.
And don't care at all.
Right.
Because you know what? That woman that plays the Siamese twins, that actress, I can't stand her. I think she's so bad. And she really, yeah. Oh, is she?
Oh, man.
I can't stand her. She ruins that show for me, I think.
I have not watched that
I
show.
actually like her, but she is god awful in Hotel. So you definitely won't like her in this
Yeah.
season.
Because I thought she was awful in Coven. I thought it was kind of cool what happens to her and stuff. But other than that, I really don't like her. I didn't really like her in the Asylum one as the journalist. I don't know. Anyway, fuck it. That show's probably going to be canceled. You know,
You
after
think?
oh, well, if it's going to continue to do this. Because, I mean, we're not the only ones talking about how upset we are, especially with Freak Show. A lot of people were...
Not happy.
I mean, that's why Jessica Lange dropped. That's why the other people dropped, you know what I mean? And plus they were making Jessica Lange be like the same character almost in every... She's the older, bitter woman because she was youthful and could have been a movie star, but now she's not. You know, that kind of like vibe going through everything.
Okay.
And you don't want to get lost playing the same character. You don't want to become Pee-wee.
Right, you don't want to become Pee-wee.
You want to be Johnny Depp.
I really think the first season was the strongest.
Yeah.
When they, with Hotel, they kind of said, okay, we're going to make Hotel reminiscent of Murder House because we know the fans really love Murder House. And so I was stoked to watch it. And so sorry if it spoils anything, but I don't think it really will. But the only thing that I see is with Murder House, you know, you have the Gimp. You have Evan Peters, but he's the Gimp, and he, like, rapes, you know, the mom and everything. And then this, they have a dude in kind of a Gimp outfit with a huge silver strap-on, like bulldozing strap-on. It is terrifying.
Wow.
And totally rapes the man with it on a bed. And that's the only part that, you know, it's just the whole gift thing, rapey. That's the only thing I've seen, the only semblance I've seen from
Right.
season 1 to this. And it was so, I mean, in the first episode, like, bloody orgies, a dude raping another guy with a huge silver strap-on. It was just so crazy.
Wow, it sounds hot. Sounds really hot. Yeah. Well, how's Lady Gaga? How's her acting?
Horrible. She is
Oh.
not an actress. And someone even made a comment about, well, yeah, but you didn't see her ass in the song. And I'm like, I don't even care. Gaga is not attractive to me because I'm just not attractive. I don't find her attractive.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I'm like, you have to keep showing her in these very, very sexual situations to take away from the fact that her acting sucks.
Right. Yeah. Eye candy, so you don't listen to her.
I don't listen to her music. I think she's talented. I mean, there's no denying that she's talented. She plays piano very well, but
Yeah.
actress, she's not. No way.
Brought in just to bring the ratings up, huh?
Yeah, replaced Jessica Lange 'cause she was such a vital part to that series. I believe she without Jessica Lange, I think that show's just gonna fall apart because she did such a good job, which just blows my mind that that's her in King Kong.
Right.
You know, it's so cool.
Yeah.
Jeff Bridges
Yeah.
in her. Which that King Kong's sweet, man.
That King Kong is, yeah.
It's kind of goofy now that I watch it, but
Yeah, it doesn't hold up.
Yeah, it doesn't hold up. But still, when they unleash those mini guns off that helicopter and light his chest up, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Because he's on the World Trade
Right.
instead of the Empire.
Empire State
Yeah.
Building. Mm-hmm. Which I don't even think those guns would take a King Kong out.
You don't think so?
No.
You don't think shooting a gorilla in the chest with mini guns would
Not
kill
a
him?
gorilla that big.
I think it would.
I don't know.
You're hitting organs.
I don't know. I tend to disagree.
So long.
Huh?
I haven't seen that in so long.
Yeah. Oh, it's awesome. It beats Peter Jackson's, that's for sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I didn't like that. I don't think.
Yeah. He's like, here's 2 hours of movie before you see King Kong.
Jesus.
It's like, what?
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Thanks for that.
Yeah,
Like,
thanks for my
I need to see.
3 hours of
I need to
boringness.
see Adrian Brody's fucking vulture face for fucking 2 hours on a boat.
Yeah.
And Jack Black. What, should we do Buffoon Goon or?
Yeah, let's do it. What you got? You got anything?
I got one.
Okay.
Okay,
Alright.
alright. Let's do Buffoon Goon. Okay, so her name's Shaniqua Johnson.
Uh-oh, okay.
She was in Louisiana.
Oh, I think I know this one.
Yeah. Okay, and she was looking suspicious in the meat section. She was on the video footage putting sausages up her shirt and then going into the restroom for 30 minutes. When a security from Walmart went and knocked on the stall door, no one answered. It being unlocked, he entered and saw her masturbating with a Jimmy Dean sausage. And when entering, she did not stop. He ran out because this woman was a big woman,
Yeah.
and he himself weighed like 160 pounds or something, they said. He ran out and waited for the police to show up, and when they went in, she still wasn't stopping. They literally had to struggle with her and get the sausage out of her hand.
Oh.
She was charged with shoplifting, indecent exposure, and resisting arrest. They said she was putting in work with that victimized sausage. It was still in the package, though.
It was still in the package.
Yeah, so she was putting the plastic and all.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, that's gotta...
Not feel good.
Yeah. I mean, I guess you could still sell it. She didn't open
Oh, discount price?
Yeah.
They just wiped it up and
Yeah. She pulled it out and it was cooked.
Oh! Ah!
What you got for one?
That is nasty, dude. That is nasty.
So that's my buffoon goon I found.
There's something, she's got to be mentally off. Like, there's got mental problems there, right? To do that one thing, to do that in the first place might just be a fetish thing. Let's just...
Like an exhibitionist, you want to be
Sure.
seen or something?
Let's just, yeah. But then to keep going until the police get there and have to tackle you down
Yeah.
is a different level.
Yeah. Oh.
And then number 3, not wanting to stop. Like that.
Yeah. Well, she had to be close.
I doubt
I
it.
mean, you probably don't want to stop when you're close, right? I just don't know. Why would you immediately go with a Jimmy Dean sausage?
Yeah, I mean, there's better options out there.
Yeah.
So why would you leave it? My question is, why would you leave it in a package? If you're going to do it, then do it.
Oh man, you go down on a girl and she smells like sausage down there.
Maple syrup, Jimmy Dean.
Yeah, maple syrup. I got the smoked. Hickory smoke. Oh shit.
Oh, God, that's a good one. That was a good
Yeah,
one.
so that's a good one. That's up there for voting.
Alright, I got one here.
What you got?
An Oregon burglar breaks into a house. Alright, so he breaks into his house, he starts stealing some shit out of the people's homes. Then he decides to strip down butt-ass naked and climb into bed.
What?
With the wife and the husband. Right? And then he turns and kisses the husband. And the husband wakes up. When he wakes up, the dude's on top of him with a knife. The husband reacts, pushes him over, reaches for his gun. The burglar puts on his pants and the husband chases him down the street with his gun. I guess. Yeah, and then they found the burglar in a vacant house down the road or some shit like that.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Broke into the house, stole his shit, climbed in, butt-ass naked.
Was on top of him.
Was on top
With
of
a
him,
knife?
kissing the man on top of him. With a knife.
Wow. Wow.
That's not a way you want to wake up.
Like you said, the more we do this, the shit that people do, it just blows my mind.
Yes.
It blows my mind. I mean,
The reasoning behind it is there's no reasoning behind it.
so he went there to steal something.
Yep. And they just had the great idea to get butt naked inside.
And jump in bed.
Yep. Jump in bed with some people that he's robbing. What the fuck?
Oh man, is this Robert Downey Jr.'s like brother or something?
You're right, yeah.
You got another one
I
or?
got one more. I got two more. We'll do one more. I don't know which one I want to pick. Let's go with this one. A Houston officer is going to jail for 1 year. All right, and what they ended up doing is he pulled this woman over, okay, and after searching her, he found marijuana paraphernalia. Okay, so what he ended up telling her was that he would let her off, but you know he had a foot fetish and he wanted to lick her toes.
What?
Or he wanted her to take her underwear off and give it to him.
Oh. So he's got a panty fetish too.
And a panty fetish.
They gotta be worn.
Yeah. I'm assuming she freaked out because then he said he changed his mind and just let her go. So she turned him in, and they fired him. and gave him now 1 year in jail for I forgot what the charges were, but whatever.
So he tried to pull a bad lieutenant.
Tried to pull a bad lieutenant. Yep, tried to pull a bad lieutenant.
Pull a Harvey cartel.
Yep, couldn't commit. And, got arrested, going to jail for a year. Because he couldn't control. That goes along with your fucking Jimmy Dean's masturbator.
Oh, what if he asked for her panties and then it smelled like sauce? He's like, I changed my mind.
I know where these go. I know who you are.
He's like, I had a big breakfast. I don't need this. Wait, what's the other one? Let's hear it.
The last one I got, Texas high school marching band is facing punishment because they sent to a rival marching band a fruit basket, right?
Okay.
And they're facing punishment through their own high school because the high school thought that fruit basket was racist. And the only reason they think that is because, okay, well, I'll tell you what was in the fruit basket. It had pineapple, coconut, candy, and watermelon. And the watermelon is what made it racially insensitive.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, I never heard of watermelon being in a fruit basket.
Watermelon's a fruit basket? What are you talking about?
That's weird.
A fruit basket is like oranges, apples, bananas.
Well, the picture that it showed was like a watermelon, a whole watermelon, cut up real nice with all the stuff inside of it. And it was pineapple and all the other fruits inside the watermelon. And they're calling that racially insensitive.
I'll put something out there that I heard about that I have to look at because I'm too curious after I hear about things. But have you heard of Picasso? Okay, so it's a man who paints these huge portraits only with his penis.
Okay.
So he will paint like he has tons of portraits for some reason of George Bush. That he does, but he'll do like if you go to him, he'll actually do portraits of you entirely with his penis. So he gets his penis kind of erect, and then he gets the paint and he paints portraits of people and landscapes and anything else that he would like to paint. And it's like a whole thing.
That is weird.
Wait, so he okay, hold on. He somehow he's dipping his penis in the paint, or does he have like a brush tied to his penis?
The only thing he paints with is his penis. And he has video and pictures on his website, and it's Picasso, so PRICASSO.com. And he just has his penis, and he does really well with what he's using.
Oh my God.
And so he dips it, and he completely paints portraits.
So this guy has to be well endowed, right? I mean, have you seen it? Is it not?
No. And I mean, nothing that I would have wrote called back about that.
Right.
No, he's really not. I guess.
So it takes a lot of work to cover a canvas then.
Putting in effort.
Yeah, because you got to be dragging that thing all over. You probably got fucking rub burn all over that canvas burn.
It's kind of funny to see a large canvases of Obama with armor out Biden, and to know that the whole thing was
Painted.
made with his penis.
Yeah. So
You
he's
can buy his art, and you can hang it up in his house.
wow.
That's art for you.
Wow. Now, see, I've heard of people, they swallow paint and then they throw it up on the canvases. And they paint like that, too.
I heard, and I heard this woman was painting pictures with her menstrual blood.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I've heard that, too.
Yeah.
I wonder if that smells like sausage. Yeah. These fucking people. I swear, it's almost like every idea's been taken, so now people are like, hey, what happens if I dip my butt cheeks in paint and drag it across something?
Call it art.
People are like, yeah, I'll give you a couple grand for that.
Yeah.
Well,
Hey, I did that with my kids. We made bumpkins.
Bumpkins.
I painted their little tusses when they were babies, and I put them on construction paper and then made pumpkins out of their butts.
See, now that's cute. That's cute. You know, little kids, though, when you put his full-grown men ass cheeks.
Yeah, and there's ass hair mixed in with the paint.
Not so cute anymore.
Yeah. When it looks like a
Yeah, I
fucking
wonder what they
Wookiee.
would think about having those pictures when they're older of their little butt cheeks.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, man. So who wins the buffoon? Melissa, you gotta decide who wins
Yeah,
the
you're
buffoon.
the guest. You who?
The sausage lady. I mean,
Yeah.
Shaniqua Johnson.
She takes it.
You
That's
are
for sure.
one big buffoon. You Jimmy Dean loving crazy gal.
Ugh.
I mean, at least lock the stall, right?
Just don't do it in Walmart. I mean, take your sausage home. Do it in your own privacy of your own house.
And Walmart was very clear in the article. They were like, we do not stand for this kind of.
Did they say we clearly have signs on the bathroom that says don't bring merchandise?
Yeah, don't bring merchandise past this point.
They're gonna have to specify that there's no masturbation allowed in the Walmart bathrooms.
Yeah. Oh.
That is hilarious.
Do you think she was looking at each sausage too, like choosing which one was the best? You know.
God, I don't know.
I have a feeling she wasn't very picky.
Yeah.
I have a feeling she just kind of went for whatever was there.
I think she was just waiting to get caught. She
Maybe.
had to be.
People love that. Some people, that's their thing is getting caught and things
Yeah. Yeah, that's.
I read this story and I thought it was fake. I thought I had to look it up a couple times to make sure that it was a real story.
Yeah.
Because it just seemed too outrageous.
Yeah. People are outrageous.
Yeah, just no doubt about
And
that.
what I'm wondering is it one of those packages where it comes with two sausages
I don't
next
know.
to one another? You know what I mean? Because most of them do. They eat Eckrich.
Yeah.
It's always like the two sausages in
Yeah.
one package.
But then, those packages, whenever you get them and you try to peel, the sides off, they could poke you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just don't understand why you wouldn't wrap it. Was she going to put it back? That's a good question. If she kept it wrapped up,
Right.
her intention,
Was to put it back so somebody would eventually
Yeah.
buy it and eat it.
Yeah.
And who knows how long she's been doing that shit.
Oh boy.
I bet people in Louisiana are eating.
Vagina sausage.
Yeah.
Is that breast sausages?
Yeah. Maybe she's got calloused walls so that the plastic doesn't really. Because you're right, Melissa. Those things are sharp.
Yeah. Yeah.
they are.
They're sharp. But she's not too sharp.
No, she's fucked up in the head.
Woo. Oh man, people don't put sausages inside of you. Come on. Come on.
Here you do. Let me ask you a question, John.
Okay.
If a bear attacks you, what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna run zigzag.
You zigzagging?
Yeah.
You gonna try and outrun a bear?
Well, I'm gonna
I
zigzag.
think he's gonna kill you. I think you're dead.
No, I'm gonna zigzag.
You're gonna zigzag.
Because a bear can only run fast going straight ahead. So if you take turns, they gotta slow down, then make the turn, so you get a head start every time you make a turn.
Okay, I still think you're dead, but it's all right. I think you're all right. This guy, I think where the fuck was he? It doesn't matter. This guy's elk hunting, right? And he's walking through the woods, and a fucking bear that was sleeping pops up 3 feet away from him. Wow. Right? He takes one step back, bear's on top of him, dude. Fucking bites him in the head, throws him to the ground, bites him in the leg, flings him up in the air, and what pops in this guy's head was he remembered an article that his grandma told him about how large animals have bad gag reflexes, or no gag reflexes, or some shit like that. So what this guy does is he just shoves his arm halfway down the fucking bear's throat, fucking deep throats this fucking bear. Yeah, freaked the bear out, and the bear took off, man. Saved his fucking life.
Wow. Yeah. There was a
Yeah.
guy that did that to a tiger too.
Deep throat of the tiger.
Shoved his fist down into the tiger, grabbed a hold of his tongue and whatever he could down there, and it scared the fuck out of the tiger and it left him alone. Okay, interesting story. My girlfriend's friend Ethan
Alright.
one time jumped a fence. Upon jumping that fence and landing, 2 pit bulls ran at him full steam. He immediately did a death growl, yelled like a war cry.
Back at the dogs.
At the dogs, ran at them, and put his hands up. This dude's a little Jewish kid, you know, like he's not big, he's skinny, you know. He does it. The dogs got so scared they turned around and ran away.
No way.
It literally saved his own life by just fucking peacocking pretty much, being as big as he could be, and fucking and yelling that war cry.
That's ballsy.
Yeah, it's something
I
you
wouldn't even thought about that.
Right? That's stuff that you don't even think about. Honestly, I think it's like you just react.
Yeah.
Whether it's you go after them or you run the fuck away, I don't even know.
Yeah.
That's tough. Good for him. Jesus
Fuck
Christ.
yeah, that's awesome.
That's two. I think I could take one dog.
You could take a pit bull.
One. I think I could figure it
you're
out.
dead.
You think I'm dead? He's going for my jugular trip.
I think that because you can't zigzag a pit bull. You can zigzag a bear. and anyway, you asked me what to do if a bear's chasing me. This guy already had a bear on top of
that's
me.
true. He was fucked. He was fucked.
We had two different scenarios.
It's true. It's true.
That literally scares me. I think people, I wouldn't say all people, but a lot of people, especially like maybe in this area, because you don't see animals really of that caliber.
Yeah, we don't
like
have
these
that kind of
deadly species, you know. I mean, if you live in Australia, it's like you can't step like 12 feet without seeing something that'll kill you. But here, it's like you really don't run into that. And I think people almost like we become almost like disconnected with how powerful these animals can literally be. Like that woman that was on the production crew for Game of Thrones, and with that tiger, it's like she rolled down her window to take a picture of a tiger, and the tiger attacked her.
Yep.
It's like you don't roll down your fucking window.
No.
You can take a picture through a window.
Through a
Like,
window.
what is the point?
Well,
Like,
listen, you in Texas. What do you got down there? You got rattlesnakes and shit down there, no?
Well, we do, yeah. We have a lot of snakes, and I mean, really, we have a lot of coyotes actually. Like I even live in the city, in the suburbs, and you'll see coyotes. And so, where my mom lives, about an hour from me, on the other side of Fort Worth, they have coyotes like crazy. And they're fearless. They're big, and they'll just walk through your yard. You know, there are a lot of outdoor cats. There's signs for cats everywhere.
Wow. So we got coyotes up. Yeah, we got coyotes up here, but they are scared.
yeah,
timid.
they're skinny too.
You don't ever see them for the most part up here.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty fearless around here.
Wow.
So like there was a night where I was just driving home, and again I live in the city, and they were just walking through. Two of them were just walking through yards, you know, looking for what they could find, and it wasn't even dark yet. So.
Wow, that's good.
Yeah.
Do you live in an area where?
Cute little bunnies.
Right.
Go through our yard.
Yeah.
Now, do you live in an area where they got problems with like wild boars?
No.
No, because I heard that's a big problem in Texas.
But like 2 hours south of me is some good like boar hunting, where they even use like drones to find the boars and then check the genes. But
Yeah.
but I guess they damage a lot. But there's a lot of deer hunting around me, and a lot of boar hunting too. Yeah.
Yeah, because there's no regulations. From what I know, there's no regulations on them boars. Like they got people in helicopters with machine guns just lighting up freaking boars.
Wow.
They bait trap them and set bombs and just blow up fucking 20 fucking pigs right there.
What the fuck are they blowing them up for?
Because there's just so many of them. They're just fucking up the not the livestock, but the farming.
They really hurt the farm. They really hurt really like any type of plant life. I mean, they completely destroy it. But yeah, they're on helicopters with machine guns, and then of course you have the people because they're beast. They're beast little fuckers.
Right.
They're big fuckers. But so then you have like the badasses that talk about, oh, I have my big boar hunt knife. I go on it off the foot. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, me and you, we could go fucking register for a trip down to Texas and just get on a helicopter and just light them up.
And just blow up a
Bunch of pigs.
I watched this thing and they talk about Hogzilla, and there's supposed to be like a huge boar. I don't know if it's in Texas or where it was, I can't remember. I think it was like on the show Monster Quest or something. There's allegedly a big boar, like in the States, a Hogzilla. It's supposed to be like fucking huge, probably the size of that goddamn bed.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think you can eat them either. I think that, I don't think they're the kind of meat you can eat.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You
I'm
just-
pretty sure you're not before.
You just turn them into sausages for
Shaniqua.
self-pleasuring. Yeah.
Send them to Shaniqua Johnson.
Yeah.
They're supposed to be really tough, so I'm sure it's all together. But
Yeah. There you go. Leave a tusk on it.
Y'all can go and take them all down, and then I can take them and do little party favors for people.
Yeah.
Have a whole business.
Oh man. Yeah, well I'll be out there like what's his name from Predator, stabbing that hog when he thinks it's a.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It was so awesome.
So good. Predator. They're remaking so much stuff. And oh man, I can't remember what they were talking about remaking, but I just hope it's not true. But there's that Point Break remake coming out.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Bucky Horror.
Oh, they're redoing.
Yeah, and the lead is a woman.
Huh.
Yeah, I think she's a black woman, if I have it right.
Okay.
And so she's
Yeah.
going to be dressed up as a man instead?
She's going to be, she's going to play some Curry.
Yeah, so I guess she'll be dressed up as a man if she's going to be transsexual. From Transylvania.
When is this supposed to come out?
Let's see.
Hopefully
They've
never.
already started casting it. And people are pissed.
I believe that. See, there's some classics you just don't fuck
Yeah,
with.
like that's the whole thing. Like, why fuck with the classics?
Okay, so she's from Orange is the New Black. Her name is Laverne Cox.
Oh, okay.
And, yeah, and so they have her cast already, yeah.
She's the bigger lady, right? She's kind of big.
She's a bigger, she's very beautiful though.
Yeah, I know exactly which one you're talking about.
She
Okay.
has masculine though,
Yeah.
in her face.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
See, you just don't fuck with the classics.
No, you don't.
There's just no point to it.
No.
Because people are always going to judge it to that level.
Well, you're ruining it for all the new generations too.
That's true.
Because now the newer generations aren't going to look towards the Tim Curry one. They're going to look at whatever is the newest fucking one.
Right.
And now we're going to have a generation that, whatever, fuck it.
You're not going to stop it. They're just going to keep doing it.
Gosh,
And
man.
Hollywood thinks they're going to make some money off there. You're going to fucking do
Oh,
it.
that's so stupid. Like, just make a new idea. Why?
Oh, good news. I just read that it's Fox TV, so maybe it's going to be a miniseries.
Oh.
Instead of like a full movie.
I don't know if that's better or not.
Yeah, who knows?
Well, better that it would have as many people watching that
That's true.
are really familiar with Rocky Horror.
Did you ever see that other movie of The Shining? I don't know if it was made for TV or what. Was it any
It was
good?
made for TV.
Was it good in your opinion or
No.
no?
Well, that little kid annoys me. The little kid that's in it, he annoys the shit out of me. He was on a period in the 90s where he's in a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
And he just annoyed me, but he's close to the book again, for sure. But
yeah. Well, that's what I've always heard. Stephen King was upset with Stanley Kubrick because he didn't really portray what he envisioned the novel to be, and after that The Shining movie, like Stephen King wanted more of a say in movies made from his novels. I don't know how much of that is true, but I've just always heard that Stephen King was kind of upset with The Shining and really didn't care for it. So I don't know if they tried to do that TV movie one to try and make it the way Stephen King envisioned, or if they just are doing what Hollywood does and just remaking and remaking and remaking.
that's kind of resurgence lately. I've noticed a lot of people talking about the miniseries of The Shining, and I've seen it on sale at a few video stores all of a sudden, and so for some reason that's making a comeback in people's minds.
Yeah, I just saw it because it threw me off. It was like at department store around here, and they had all the Halloween movies out, but they didn't have the original Shining. They had this Shining I've never seen before with, I can't, the guy looked like Emilio Estevez or something on the cover. Oh, wings. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Ugh, whatever. What you got? Any news or?
I got nothing really going. Dead mouse and Subway sandwich.
There was a dead mouse in a Subway sandwich.
Yeah. I don't know much more else than that, man. I haven't been around. But yeah, they fucking picked up a big handful of spinach, threw it in a sandwich. Fucking.
And a mouse was
growing
in
up there. Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, but
Like-
it doesn't make sense because they make it funnier.
Yeah, I think. Well, the spinach is like all prepackaged, right?
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of their lettuce and stuff.
Well, if
So
they,
it would have to. The mouse would have had to been packaged inside the fucking.
that, or
spinach.
they put the lid on it, and then put it in there. You know, because I mean, I worked restaurants, and if you're prepping, you say you have all the stuff for a salad, right?
Yeah.
Well, you have nothing to put that in. It's in the container. You just put the lid on it, you put it back, and then you put it back out the next day and fill it up as you go. You know, so if there's lettuce left over, I don't think they you probably leave it in that container, put the lid on it, and put it in the bag. So possibly a mouse got in that way.
Maybe.
It died.
It showed a picture of it. It wasn't like some old ass mouse. It looked well preserved, like fresh.
Yeah.
Like the bite into that, huh?
Yeah. That's like that breaded chicken nugget that they found. That was like a chicken's head.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Deep fried chicken head?
Mm-hmm. It was like at McDonald's. Which McDonald's is hurting. What happened is well, their profits have actually gone up, but
Is that because of the all day breakfast?
well, here's the thing: all day breakfast is actually their breakfast items are cheaper.
Okay.
So they're actually losing money because their breakfast items are cheaper, and now people are ordering breakfast items instead of their Big Mac meals and whatever. They're getting cheaper food. So then also they had to do updates to the kitchen because they have certain equipment that makes the breakfast items.
Right.
And they had to up the crew, the staff. So now they have like people like literally climbing over one another in the back of McDonald's. So you have payroll that's gone up. You're selling merchandise that's cheaper, food products. And you had to get your kitchens updated to where they can make breakfast all day long.
Yeah.
So they don't really know if McDonald's is going to be in the clear because McDonald's is trying to do everything they can to try and be profitable still within the day and age of people becoming more aware of and health conscious.
I hear you, but the thing is McDonald's is still profitable. They're just not as profitable, right?
Well, yeah, they've peaked out and now they're kind of going down a little bit. So.
Yeah, so you just gotta find your new level and then work from there. I mean, that's just part of it. You still got your CEOs are still fucking billionaires, and your franchise owners are still fucking making money. There's no doubt about it. Just not make. That's the kind of the problem with that kind of businesses, that the corporations, is it always has to have continuous growth. And if you don't have continuous growth, you're fucking up. And that's kind of, I get it, but it's kind of fucked up thinking. Because you're still fucking making tons of money. I mean,
Yeah.
just because you don't have $2 billion rather than $1 billion, you still got fucking $1 billion.
Yeah. But that's seen as a loss.
I know, and that's why I think that it's fucked up.
Right. Yeah, and that's the thing. They're there to make profit, and that's it.
You're right. You're right about
That's
that.
it. Oh, also in Louisiana news. Okay, remember when we talked about a while back of how there needs to be more punishers, and you were like, yeah, there needs to be more vigilante killers. That's like the worst thing.
The worst thing.
Okay, so going on that, a woman was abducted. Okay, the family told the cops about it. The cops did a little looking around, didn't really, make it their main concern. And so the family started doing their own patrols in little areas with a lot of vacant houses.
Okay.
Well, the cousin of this female individual hears a scream coming from one of these vacant buildings that he was like probably about 2-3 buildings away. Runs in there, finds a guy on top of his cousin, stabbing her.
Oh.
He shoots the fucking guy. Okay.
Yeah.
She's okay. She
survived?
Yeah, she survived. She's gonna be okay. She's bouncing back. The guy was not charged with shooting the man.
Okay.
He was totally let go.
Yep.
And now it's kind of made this debate of why weren't the cops doing more, and why did this family find where she was and the cops couldn't, and why didn't they do anything, and why did it have to be onto the citizens of this country to do what the police are paid to do, which is to serve and protect. And I think it's cool. I think it's cool because this dude is the Punisher, man. That dude, like, fucking had his gun and was like, you know what? I'm gonna look around these fucking vacant buildings, you know, because that's 9 times out of 10, that's where these people are taking, you know, their victims to these. There's so many of them, you know, especially in places like Gary, Indiana, where it's just building after building that's vacant, and you can hide whatever you want in there, and they don't do anything with these buildings.
Yeah. The problem with the police is they're overworked and understaffed. For the most part. I don't know where this is at, you know what I mean? But like, let's just say Gary, shithole of a town. You don't have the funds to have enough police force for that whole town, and that town is fucked up. So you have a police force that's understaffed and overworked, you know, and they can't get to everything. They spend a little time on it, nothing pops up, they let it go. But the problem is that when you see like a fellow officer gets shot and killed, or fucking something happens, the whole force goes fucking nuts.
Right. And
they find whoever the fuck did it. So they can't do that for everybody, apparently. You know what I mean? That's I don't know. A lot of problems with the police department. Yeah. We've gone over that. Yeah. There's a lot of problems with the police department that I don't know can be fixed.
Yeah. And this was 2 days after she's been missing too.
Oh wow.
They waited for the cops to do something for these 2 days, and then because they knew, I mean, if she's not gonna live forever, you know, if she is gone, I mean,
right.
So they knew they had to move on it. So yeah, they found her, man. They found her and saved her.
Ooh, good for them.
Yeah. Fucking Frank Castle.
Right? Living and breathing.
I'll tell you what though, I've been seeing more and more videos of, because cops can literally shoot your dog.
Yeah.
And there's nothing that you can do about it. And all they have to do is say, I was in fear for my life. And it's like, dude, you're on my fucking property.
Yeah.
Like, my dog's gonna bark at you and come and see who the hell you are. You have a taser, you have mace, you have a billy club. You immediately shoot my fucking dog. And I've seen, God, and the videos are so sad.
I've seen this video.
This woman is cradling this fucking dog, and then it's just pouring blood, and the cops just like, it doesn't even fucking care.
Mm-hmm.
They just killed their family pet, you know? A lot of people's pets, too, are like family members.
For sure.
It's just, it blows my mind.
We had a cop here in Dallas that got called in about some suspicious activity, and so he goes to his address, and he goes into the backyard to check it out, and the family dog comes running towards him. He shoots the family dog dead. Well, it turns out that he misread his report of where he was supposed to go, and he actually went to the wrong house and went to the wrong backyard and shot their dog for no reason.
Gosh. And probably will not be reprimanded for it because it's an animal.
He won't be reprimanded,
He
but
was put on leave.
He was.
With pay.
with pay.
Yeah.
So he has vacation.
Right.
And he's back on the force. Yeah.
Right. I just don't understand why immediately you have to go to the gun.
Dude, I'm with you on that.
I mean, I understand being afraid. Okay, it's a dog, and especially if you don't know dogs and whatever, like this dog's coming at you. But dude, how many pizza boys go to a fucking house where dogs run at them? Mailmen, Nipsco, or any electrician. You know, I mean, these people aren't fucking shooting your pets.
Right.
But no, a cop can totally come on your property and just shoot your dog, and okay.
No problems.
Yeah, paid leave.
Yeah, I would imagine that police department might get sued over something like that, especially when they come into the wrong house, like Melissa was saying. There's probably a lawsuit there, I'm sure.
Yeah, but like we talked about with, and I'm sorry to bring it up, Melissa, the crush porn, like, like you're hurting
I knew
it.
it was going to come up. I knew.
She was like, don't bring up crush porn, that's the only thing. That's the only No, but like we talked about then, like she hurt animals, and unfortunately, there's not many laws that protect the animals. And so it falls into this gray area of where what can you do to, because they don't have rights. I mean, in certain aspects they do.
Right. I mean, there's laws for it, but for the most part, I mean, I don't even know what she got, but I'm sure she got nothing more than a year in jail.
Right. And these cops, I mean,
That's
just
probably high end.
shooting dogs, and they get paid leave, And then this person now that had their dog for however years, and it's part of their family, probably in their portraits and shit, and now they just watched it fucking.
Dude, I watched a video where a cop comes, he's got one of those body cameras on, right?
Mm-hmm.
Body cams, so you can see what's going on. And he's looking through this house, and what happened was a security alarm went off. So he's checking through the windows, he walks his way to the back of the house, and this dog comes running. And this dog is like a miniature pinscher. It can't be over 30 pounds.
Okay.
You could kick this dog,
Right.
and it just take off. But it comes running around, barking. Dude instantly pulls his gun, blasts this dog. This dog dies. This old lady comes up, and she's like, "What did you do?" He's like, "I'm sorry, man. The dog was running after me. I'm here just checking your alarm system." She goes, "I know you're here to check your alarm system. We got the calls waiting for you." And that was it, man. Dog fucking bled out and died.
Wow.
It's a 30-pound dog. It's not even like a pit bull or a Rottweiler or something that actually is intimidating.
A bear.
A bear. A bear. Right.
Yeah. Yeah, that really irks me.
Yeah.
Really irks me.
That's a good point, though. When
We have two huge dogs, and one does look a little menacing because he's a big black dog. I mean, he's just the sweetest thing, but it does scare me. I've thought about that before, that if they ever got out, someone scared somebody, they would get shot.
Right.
Yeah, I know. Our dogs aren't. I got a boxer and she's a lab basset hound mix. They're not intimidating to me, but people are afraid of my boxer for whatever reason.
Because of the style or the.
And we let them go out out to go pee by themselves. We don't have a fence or nothing, so they just go running out to the yard. Sometimes I do worry, like someone walking down the road or whatever the case may be, riding their bikes, that something might happen to them.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or it's to call the cops.
Or
and maybe
call
you're
the cops.
inside and then cops show up and they're just
Shoot
like,
your dog. Yeah, that's no joke. It's serious.
Yeah.
It's true. Can happen.
Yeah.
You want to do some verses?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, man.
Verses. Verses. I got some good.
I know, that's what you were saying.
Okay, we're doing the first one from Melissa. We're doing Jack from The Shining
Okay.
in an axe fight against Patrick Bateman from American Psycho.
Oh, an axe.
In an
fight.
axe battle. Who's winning and why? Melissa, you go first.
Okay. I would have to say Patrick Bateman would win this one because Jack, he has more weaknesses, I think, than Patrick Bateman does. And although the whole, was it in his head or did he really do it? But, in American Psycho, he just likes to just kill. He just likes to blindly kill. He is just a psycho. He's just messed up in the head from the get-go. Where Jack is more he's an alcoholic, and then they go make him vengeful towards his family, and it was kind of a build-up for him, and it also has to do with substance dependability. So or addiction. So I think that Patrick Bateman would have this because he's so much more fucked up in the head originally.
Yeah, I think I'm going to agree with you. I think Patrick would be more methodical and would be able to slow his thought process down, where Jack would just be on pure rage or insanity.
Yeah. I'm going Jack.
Are you?
I'm going Jack. I'm going Jack because the dude ran out in the snow maze after his son to hit him with an axe.
Okay.
The dude is unstoppable.
Yeah.
And I think Patrick Bateman might get him. I don't know. I honestly see him almost getting each other and going down together because they got axes and they're gonna be swinging them. I picture it in an arena and they're coming at one another.
First hit wins.
Yeah, nah. Maybe a first hit kills. Could you get hit in the leg with an axe? Be fine.
You're not gonna be fine.
Well, you're not gonna be fine.
You're not gonna be dead, but
You're,
you're not
you're
gonna
gonna
be
be
fine.
alive, and you still can swing your axe.
Yeah.
While his is stuck in your leg.
Okay.
You see?
All right.
I'm going Jack.
That's a stretch. Okay. All
Yeah.
right. All right.
Yeah, it gotta be different.
Okay.
Okay, Elvira versus Dolly Parton in a boob fight.
In a boob fight, what do they just gotta slam into each other until someone gets knocked out?
Yeah.
Okay.
They try to smother one another
Okay.
with
All
their
right.
cleavage.
All right.
Who's got the win, Melissa?
Okay, well, Dolly's is bigger by far, but I think I'll give this one to Elvira because she seems like the type that she would be she would get the job done, I think, over Dolly. Dolly's like a sweet little southern gal, where I think Elvira is, she has the dumb forces. She's the one with it, so I think I'll
Totally.
give it to her just because she would have the determination and the attitude.
I think Dolly Parton takes it. I think her boobs are bigger and they're fake as shit. So she's got some girth and weight and hardness to them.
Mm-hmm.
I think Dolly Parton's stronger than what you think, carrying those cannons around, and takes Elvira out
Wow.
for sure.
Yeah. They both wear wigs,
Okay.
okay?
Yeah.
Underneath their wigs, though, Elvira's a redhead. And we all know redheads are feisty.
True.
They're full of fire.
Okay.
So I believe Elvira just smothers the living shit out of her 9-to-5 ass and just kills her on the spot
Okay.
with her monster cleavage boobs.
Okay.
Okay, Spider-Man villain Mysterio versus Batman's villain Scarecrow in an best of illusions. Who's got the win?
I don't feel educated enough to answer this.
Okay. Well, man, I don't know. It's
But I'm curious on what you have to say. I'm very familiar with Scarecrow.
Mysterio was a special effects guy on movie sets, and he was wronged, and so he created the persona of Mysterio, which he can pretty much create these holographic images and cubes that he throws, and he can, like, scare the shit out of anybody or create whatever reality around you, almost in the same sense of the scare toxin of Scarecrow, only it doesn't necessarily have to be scary, but it can be.
I think Scarecrow definitely has the upper hand because his is an actual chemical that changes your mindset and makes you afraid.
But Mysterio's in a dome,
I hear you.
and he's not gonna breathe it.
But we don't. I'm pretty sure he does. He has to breathe air somehow. I don't think it's airtight. He doesn't have an oxygen pack with him 24/7.
Yeah.
So I think he gets that chemical, and he just goes fucking nuts. Where Mysterio is just an illusion, and once you figure that out, it's not just an illusion. You know.
But Scarecrow's is an illusion too.
But it's chemically induced, where you are going to see this. You're not. There's no fighting it, and if you do fight it, you're still seeing it. You're still feeling the fear. Mysterio, you know it's an illusion. You can keep calm. You know this fucking whatever thing that's attacking you is not gonna hurt you, because you still have your mind.
But you don't, because seeing is believing. So you would think that
Seeing
it's
is
real.
believing. I hear you at first,
Right.
right? But once you realize that you can't get hurt, I mean, reality is reality. He's just masking it, right? It shows a cliff, but it's not really a cliff there. You fall down, it's the floor.
Right.
So, I think Scarecrow takes it.
Think Scarecrow's got the win?
I think so.
I think you saw how yellow described the match because Scarecrow as well. I mean, I'm familiar with Scarecrow, but I like his character too. And that's the concoction. Yeah, I'm gonna go Scarecrow.
Yeah.
Okay. The Boondock Saints, the brothers,
Yeah.
versus the Punisher.
Oh, nice.
Who's got the win?
Nice.
I'm not sure.
I think Punisher takes him. I think Punisher has the equipment, the knowledge, way more skilled. Boondock Saints are badasses, don't get me wrong. But I think the Punisher takes them out. He finds where they're at, whatever the case may be, takes them out.
Punisher for the win?
I think Punisher.
Yeah.
It's hard to take out Punisher if you're just a straight, normal guy.
Okay, Ninja Turtles versus King Kong.
What?
Do you think the 4 Ninja Turtles could take King Kong?
I do. I think so.
You think so?
I think my reasoning is Donatello, mostly.
Okay.
Because Donatello could make some contraption
Yeah.
that could at least daze King Kong to where they could like trip him up at least, you know, or something. Without Donatello, I think they would be up Shit's Creek without a paddle.
I can see what you're saying. I can see where you're going with that. He would have to come up with a pretty fucking good contraption. King Kong's a giant. I hear where you're going, but I think King Kong just stomps on him, squashes them like bugs.
I mean, they got
turtle
they
suit.
tuck in their shells and everything.
Turtle suit.
Okay, yeah, I think King Kong. I mean, I'm just picturing like the 4 turtles like jumping like on his back.
Me too.
Yeah, climbing them and shit. Yeah.
But you know, but if he got one to swing it, I think they'll. So.
Yeah, but I mean, if Leonardo stabbed him with swords and Raphael was stabbing him with scythes in the back,
Dude,
and they're
it
jumping and flipping all around
It
him.
took 50 caliber machine guns to take fucking King Kong down.
Okay, because this is actually a movie that may be
Shut
for
up.
real.
What?
So, and especially because Halloween's coming up, and I love Halloween, we got to do this. Jason Voorhees versus Michael Myers.
Okay.
Who's got the win?
Jason.
Jason? Why?
Because he's a beast. And apparently he's a Deadite. And I think that Michael is still, although like everything's different, like he's still a man. He's just a kind of indestructible man at times. But Jason Voorhees is a Deadite. So he wins.
I totally agree with you. 100% everything you said.
Yeah.
And he doesn't stop working. If you notice, like in Halloween, Michael Myers, he doesn't kill everybody he sees. Michael Myers is more selective about the people that he goes around killing. Where Jason, if you're laying dead, I mean, he just shreds you. And so I've always thought of Jason as just more of like a killing machine.
Right.
Yeah, you have to like blow Jason up to smithereens to actually stop him from coming at you.
Not really, because they did that in Jason Goes to Hell.
It's true.
And they just
ate
ate
brain.
his heart.
Oh, his heart. It was his
Yeah.
heart, yeah. It's true. It's true. It came.
Yeah, they don't possess you. I mean, they'll eat a heart and then, or maybe eat a heart and then they'll continue.
Yeah.
So
So,
it doesn't matter.
What if Michael Myers eats Jason's heart?
but well, here's the thing. You clearly can't kill either one. So the question is, if they do make this movie, because there is a lot of talk about it, how do you think the movie would even happen? Do you think it would be like the day of Halloween and somehow Jason ends up in Illinois, or somehow Michael Myers ends up in Crystal Lake, or?
I think Michael Myers would.
They did it with Freddy because which didn't really work out, and it took me out that no one really won.
Yeah.
You know, they can't have one person win over
Right.
the other, so we already know that it would be a draw at the end.
Right. Yeah, for the fans' sake.
Right, that's weak too. It's so.
Well,
weak.
here's the thing: is that after Jason Goes to Hell in 1994 or 95, we were supposed to have Freddy vs. Jason, which we didn't have until like what 2003 or
Yeah.
4. I mean, we waited so long for that movie, and that movie was weak. But what made sense is that Jason Goes to Hell, right, and Freddy Goes to Hell, so they met up in hell.
Mm-hmm.
you can't really do that with Michael Myers and Jason Voorhees.
Right.
So you got to have something that brings them together, and that's what I'm so curious about. Like, how do you bring these two iconic horror figures together to even have a fight? Because you know they're gonna have teens in it, and it's gonna be another stupid, movie where there's other stuff happening, and then they fight like once or twice, and then that's all you get. Like the Freddy versus Jason.
Right.
Where it was a lot of teen killing still.
Oh yeah,
and not really them fighting. Like they should have just went boom, Freddy versus Jason. They're in hell, and the entire time they're just in hell fighting or something. That's I would have loved that.
In the comic, which is like a direct sequel to the Freddy vs. Jason, and that's Freddy vs. Jason vs. Ash. Have y'all read that yet?
No.
Wow.
Okay, so it's not a client, but I was so fortunate to get a copy of that. So, in that, so Freddy is like trying to get Jason to get the next Necronomicon, and then Ash comes to town, and he is training at the local S-Mart location, and that's how they all kind of meet up, and then it kind of goes into how Jason, so apparently Jason Voorhees' mom didn't think, so whenever he died in the first movie, or before the first movie, Jason Voorhees' mom got the Necronomicon and the Book of the Dead, and brought Jason back, did like a spell to bring him back.
Okay.
It didn't work, so she goes psychotic and goes on killing spree around Crystal Lake. In part 2, he's brought back, and from part 2 on, he's a Deadite that was brought back, which is why it was not, the book was in Jason Goes to Hell in the basement of the Voorhees house.
Oh right, yeah.
That's why. And it doesn't really hold out because like the Richard Brooker, Jason Voorhees, and the Ted White Jason Voorhees, like they're not these, like these demons, like how Kate Hodder has all of it.
Right.
Kind of went to like this beast mode thing.
Right.
But that's supposed the story now of how of what Jason is.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because you're right. I love part 2 though, Friday the 13th part 2, where he has the bag over his head with one eye, and then when he comes through the window at the end, he looks like fucking Toxic Avenger or something. I love that. Yeah.
Yeah, so good.
Yeah, part 3 is one of my favorites.
Yeah, I recently got the entire Friday the 13th collection. Well, all the Paramount ones. Because when it went the new line, it kind of... I mean, Jason Goes to Hell is okay. It's kind of hokey, but it's pretty gory and awesome. But Jason X...
Oh, I've never seen it.
You've never seen it?
No.
Good for you, man.
Yep, never
Good for
seen
you,
it.
because you want to talk about a big steamy pile of crap.
I believe that.
It's Jason X. It really is.
You know what's funny? I don't think, that I'm active in a huge horror group. And
Right.
Jason is talked about on the regular and Kate Hodder. And what I don't understand is that people pretty much worship Kate as Jason. Oh my gosh, as Jason.
Right.
They worship him. But then same fans turn around and say, oh, Jason 7 through 10 were complete shit, hated him, but we love Kate Hodder as Jason. And I'm like, what's the difference between me and Jason? I hate them.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, totally. Yeah. Well, you know what I could agree with is that he really did have Jason down. I think where they suck is at the storylines, and I mean, like what is that one? It's not Final Chapter, or the one where the woman has telekinesis powers.
Oh.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh! I
that's
mean,
rough.
come on, and her dad comes. I know it's one of mine too because I loved it because he had like a new weapon every kill, but her dad comes up from the lake and grabs him. At the beginning of Jason 6, Jason Lives, where he walks out and it's like James Bond, but it's Jason walking out. They made it so hokey.
What I didn't understand is in Jason Goes to Hell, the second one, in the beginning there's the woman and she is, we're following her, she's in a cabin,
Right.
she's naked, and
Mhm.
she's showering,
Yeah.
and she's rubbing her breast, she's doing all of this stuff,
see boobs within the first 5-10 minutes of it.
It's just so funny.
Yeah. You know what's funny, and it wasn't pointed out to me until I was watching it with someone, is the music that's going along with it. It's so campy and exaggerated to where like every time there's like a hand in the air and it's coming down with the knife, you know, they'll be like dun 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 dun, and it just goes. It's so loud too, and now when I watch it, it ruined the movie for me because now I only pay attention to the score on top of the movie, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I never noticed it before, and now it's just literally the entire time it's just like dun 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 dun, like every little movement is something, you know.
Oh, great! Now I'm gonna be paying attention to that.
Yeah, it literally ruins the movie for you. You got any verses? Or?
Yeah, I got one. How about Leprechaun versus Chucky?
Ooh. Leprechaun. Well, Leprechaun has magic.
But it can also be deterred by shoes. I mean, we've seen before he throws the shoes at him and he has to stop.
Oh, right, yeah. Oh, gosh, yeah. Well, I guess there's a little bit of sorcery with Chucky, too.
Sure, yeah.
You know, he's got black magic or whatever. Oh, shit. The whole thing is, are we talking about, okay, so Chucky is one with the doll, so he can be injured? Like, he's been in the doll for so long now that he is actually, like, a human being in a doll.
Right.
And he bleeds and everything like that. Because I don't think you can, I think if you cut the leprechaun or stab him, you don't necessarily kill him.
You don't think?
In the movies, I'm trying to think of a time where anybody has tried any of that and it worked. And plus he has, plus he has magic. Like he could maybe bring out a little like Chucky doll that's a female, you know? Well, I guess they already did that, right? Yeah, I've never seen Bride of Chucky, and I've never seen Seed of Chucky.
I went to Seed yesterday and forgot how completely ridiculous it is.
It's that bad?
But, I almost go Leprechaun, I don't know, that's hard.
Yeah, the more that we bring Chucky into these verses, it's almost like he never wins. Because, like, I guess he just can't really win in any of these battles unless it's like a normal person, you know? Yeah, I mean, I would want to go Leprechaun too. Yeah. For the simple fact that he has magic. He's taller, bigger, I mean.
True.
He's maybe not as agile, but I think they're both sneaky.
Right.
He's ancient too.
Yeah, he's ancient, that's for sure.
True.
Yeah.
A lot of knowledge.
And all really Chucky can do is use weapons.
Yeah.
He doesn't really have any kind of magic.
No, he's got to stab you or something.
Yeah, he's got to stab you, get in close. That's the whole thing. Can you really stab the leprechaun to death?
Yeah, I'm going Leprechaun.
Yeah, I think that's all three of us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, how about this? Jeepers Creepers, whoever the hell that guy is.
Okay, that demon thing?
Versus Dracula. I pictured them both going after, in the same town. Like Jeepers Creepers goes to Transylvania or some shit. They're all going after the same victims.
Right.
And have to kill one another. Or do battle.
Oh, okay.
For their own survival.
Yeah, okay. I was already like envisioning that Jeepers Creepers has been seen around Transylvania, so they think it's Dracula. So then Dracula goes to investigate like what this thing is, and then discovers it's this like demon thing.
There you go.
What kind of Dracula are we talking about? Are we talking about Dracula that can like metamorphose into a man bat?
That's what I was. I was thinking. Yeah, I was thinking like.
Or is he a normal
the
dude?
Dracula from the Van Helsing movie with Hugh Jackman? That was it. How he can transform into that bat.
Oh man, that movie was.
I know the movie's terrible, but that's the idea.
Ooh shit. This.
I want to go Dracula. I mean, again, oh shit, though, they're probably both ancient.
Yeah, definitely. And I don't don't think silver or a stake in the heart would hurt the Jeepers Creepers demon.
I don't know if we know how to kill the
Which
Jeepers.
it is a pretty tough.
I don't think
For so long.
nothing. In the first one, it literally ends with him stealing that kid's eyes.
Yeah.
And that's the end. Is
And then
that
he hibernates again.
right? And then the second one, which
With
is
the boss
just
in it.
ridiculous. God. Oh my gosh. Yeah, the first one, I don't think so. Because they're making a Jeepers Creepers 3.
Okay.
Which I have to admit, Jeepers Creepers, I saw that movie in the theater and it literally like blew me away. How original it was as a horror movie. Because you really, it's hard to find originality in horror, the genre, when it comes to films. And for me, I just really thought it was unique. Because the whole time in that movie, he's like this cloaked figure, just a guy driving the truck. You know, and then all of a sudden when they're in the police station, you're like, what the fuck is this thing? And it's like this demon, you know? And
Isn't the director, producer, something like the child molester?
What?
oh, really?
Yeah, so like Jeepers Creepers 3, but I'm gonna look it up too. It was like a rumor because in actuality the history professor or whatever got in trouble.
So the movie's not being made?
I don't think so.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Well, then I go Dracula. I think Dracula's...
But maybe.
I think,
don't know.
for some reason, something's telling me inside that Dracula's stronger.
Okay.
I don't know why I would come to that conclusion, but I think something's just telling me that Dracula has this extreme power within him. Not saying that the Jeepers Creepers demon doesn't, which I love this versus, it's really good. But I think that Dracula takes it. I think Dracula just fucking, I don't know if he like grabs a hold of him somehow and just starts, you know, or bites him.
It would be a fucking scratch
Yeah.
to death. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Jeepers Creepers.
You going Jeepers
I'm
Creepers?
going Jeepers
So
Creepers.
the director, because we don't know, he pled guilty to one count of oral sex with a person under 14,
Oh.
including, and also 3 counts of getting child porn. So, I don't know.
Damn.
And that's the guy that's done all the Jeepers Creepers movies? The 2?
Yeah.
Really?
But apparently this was before Jeepers Creepers, so I don't know why it's not coming out. But I guess he also hooked up with an underage actor on one of his movies from the 80s.
So he was a pedophile before he made the movies.
Well,
Exactly.
yeah. I mean, I'm sure he's probably had that for a while.
Well, yeah, it's just amazing they still get jobs to direct
Isn't
movies
that
like
crazy
that.
that we still employ people for so much money? It's just crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very irritating.
Especially after Jeepers Creepers 2, like, the guy should have took a pay cut already. Clearly. Yeah, just for me, that movie was so bad. The stranded school bus and him out there.
Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah, it took everything that was original from
About
the first
awesome
one.
about the first one.
Yeah, and just made it, like, when you see him dumping those bodies down that well,
Uh-huh.
and they're like, what the fuck? And they go down in that well and find all those bodies down there and shit. And it was just so cool. Was Wrong Turn out before Jeepers Creepers? Or was Jeepers Creepers out before Wrong Turn? Because Wrong Turn, isn't that with like the inbred, like crazy
Yeah.
people? And it seemed like, yeah, it seemed like it was kind of a rip-off of Jeepers. Because isn't that like a little bit like a Cars chasing them too or something? Or?
No, they got broken down, and then they run into like the inbred people while they're out looking for help. Like,
Oh, okay. Yeah, then there's gotta be something like Joyride. I just remember that there was like some kind of horror movie where it was like the same situation. Well, which stems to that one, like the first Steven Spielberg movie where it's literally a guy you never see that's driving a semi-truck and he's just harassing this dude on the road.
Yeah.
And it's really awesome movie, but you literally never see the driver of the truck. And it's just a suspense thriller, but it's really cool. They kind of spawn that whole, just like Black Christmas kind of spawned that whole When a Stranger Calls, you know, or like
Okay.
Calling and like this movie like spawned that I'm messing with you on the road. You know, that's been now it's
They do it all the time.
yeah. Now it's kind of cliche.
The Hitcher. There's a couple of them, man.
Yeah, the Hitcher, especially the original Hitcher, is so awesome. Rutger Hauer, man, Hobo with Shotgun.
Hobo with Shotgun. Love that movie.
Yeah. You got one more on there?
Yeah, I don't know how good this one. How good it is. Pinhead versus Scorpion for Mortal Kombat. Couldn't think of another good one for Scorpion. I mean for Pinhead, but
So
unless you guys think of a better one, better battle.
So it's just Pinhead is not his crew,
No, just Pinhead.
and he's fighting Scorpion.
Yeah.
So he's doing his get over here, and Pinhead's got his hooks, chains.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
I think Scorpion. Yeah, he has some good kills, and Pinhead, without his crew, I don't know. His crew kind of does a lot of the dirty work.
Yeah, they kind of have to have the team, right?
I don't see Pinhead being agile. I don't see him, and
No.
He's never agile.
and he never really, you know, he's a lot of talk. He backs up his talk with his chain hooks.
Yeah. But can you kill Pinhead?
Can you kill Scorpion?
Yeah, they're both like fucking.
Because Scorpion's what? Just a spirit come back to get fucking vengeance on
Right.
Well, I think so. Now that's all done. I mean, the story's gone on for so long that
Sure.
things change. But I mean, when it comes down to it, I always thought that Scorpion sold his soul to the devil so he could come back and get vengeance against Sub-Zero. So I don't even think that he.
Can die as well.
Yeah. He might even be part of Pinhead's crew. I don't know.
Go Scorpion.
Yeah, I think Scorpion too. I think Scorpion, he's gonna be able to move around him.
For sure.
The fucker breathes fire.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. The whole thing though is like, say he breathes fire, can he really start Pinhead on fire?
Probably not.
If he kicks Pinhead, does it really affect Pinhead when
Right.
he kicks him? When he does his get over here, does Pinhead like just catch his harpoon thing?
Right.
You know, I mean.
Or can even stab him and actually pull him over. Or...
Right. Yeah. I wonder if that would just be a battle that went on and on and on and on.
Never ending.
Yeah.
They're
So-
not going to draw like Freddy versus Jason.
Right.
Yeah. Scorpion's winking. He's like, I'm still alive. That was so dumb.
So dumb.
He's carrying Freddy's head with the nubby finger hand.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, the fingers got cut off.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so, I don't know.
That was terrible ending.
Yeah,
It's stupid.
it was weak.
It was so weak. And all the acting in that with Kelly Rowland and that main girl with her the looks on her face that she gives when she's all like, you know, confused or the deer in headlights look. What do you mean? You're my childhood love. You've been locked up? They've been giving you medicine so you don't dream? Like, we didn't need any of that.
No.
All we needed was, welcome to hell, Freddy is fighting Jason.
Yep.
Like, but they can't do that. They're like, man, there's got to be a story. There's got to be some, like, teenagers in there that want to party and...
Have problems and issues. Yeah.
Yeah, so ridiculous.
No, they don't have the balls to make the movie that needs to be made.
No.
I know, yeah.
You know, yeah. Few movies come out nowadays and really blow my mind, and I have to say Mad Max Fury Road was one of them.
Love that movie.
Because that movie literally was like, yeah, it was over the top, it was not as dark and gritty as the other ones, but that movie was exactly what I thought didn't exist in Hollywood anymore. Like, that, it felt original when I was watching that movie. And in so many movies that I watch nowadays in the theater, I don't see originality. You can almost guess, like, what's gonna happen, you know?
Mm-hmm. Well, see, they masked.
That's why I love indie.
Yeah.
That's why I love indie and low budget. And I tell you, Jonathan, I have a movie for you. I have a movie that you will love. I swear to you, you will love. It's called Death Cab. Have you seen it?
No.
Holy shit, you need to go see this. Or you'll have to it's really smart too. Like it's a really smart, intelligent movie.
Yeah, so you know it's not from the States.
It's going to be talked about a lot soon. I guarantee it.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, that's what's so sad is that you got to go somewhere other than the States to find like original movies.
Yeah, I mean that. Like I said, that's why I do indie, and I don't see the theater movies as often. And or like Mad Max, of course I did in Jurassic World, but when it comes to horror, I search elsewhere.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Well, they push out so many movies here so fast. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a constant heavy bombardment with movies in the States here. That like Mad Max took forever to make.
Yeah.
Forever. It took, what was it, 5 years or something like that to finally make that movie? Because they took their time and did it right.
And there's a bunch of jumping, you know, like, I mean, I'm learning now in my mass media class that, I mean, literally to get in, there's unions upon unions.
Right.
And, like, these unions are set up, and to get inside of them, you have to be, like, asked. So, it's incredibly hard, and the loopholes you gotta go through, like, say you have the script Mad Max, Fury Road. Well, somebody doesn't like it. Well, now you don't have backing. So now you gotta rewrite your script a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Then you gotta try it again. Then, okay, well, maybe you can get this producer. Well, that producer doesn't like it. So now you may have to rewrite it again. Or you have to try and get another producer. You know, and it's just like all this shit that you have to do. My professor in my mass media class, he said that he had a buddy that tried to break out in Hollywood and found out catering the people is where the money is.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
just like, yeah,
Catering the movies.
because they're there on the lot for like sometimes 16 hours shooting.
Yeah.
So he got in with the catering, and you know he's bringing food into these people, and that's how he's still doing that in California. That's and he's making tons of money just feeding these people. And my professor was like, "Big surprise, the money's in food."
yeah.
You got any what ifs, or?
I think so.
What if?
Okay, you could get $100,000, but you had to stay the weekend in a legit haunted house, not like fucking
Just one night.
The weekend.
Oh, a weekend. Okay.
The weekend. In a legitimate haunted house. Like this place has fucking ghosts and freaky paranormal shit that's happening all the fucking time.
Death? Like I could.
You could die.
I could die.
You could die.
But I get how much?
$100,000.
$100,000 and I could die, or at least be scared to death
Scared to death's gonna fuck your head up for the rest of your life, probably.
for
100 grand.
3 days and 2 nights.
Yeah, go in there Friday afternoon, get out fucking Sunday afternoon, Sunday morning,
Oh, I bet shit gets crazy Saturday night too.
Friday night,
Yeah,
Saturday
and
night,
Sunday morning.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Blood running down walls, fucking ghosts,
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
shit getting thrown around the house,
Demon rape.
demon rape, of
I don't
course.
think I would.
You want it?
I think if it was a ghost where I knew like it couldn't touch me,
Like Casper?
I knew it couldn't murder me, I think then. But to not be able to see something coming at you that wants to kill you, I just don't think that I would have the will to survive that.
Yeah. It's sometimes when I'm alone in my apartment by myself, I just because I've seen so many scary movies,
Yeah.
I just sometimes psych myself out.
When you start hearing shit.
No, I picture someone there.
Oh.
But then, and then it kind of scares me to where I'm like legit scared by myself now in my apartment. So you're staying by yourself though?
Yeah, by
There's
yourself.
nobody with you?
Nobody.
And this is a huge house
Huge house.
that's haunted.
It's a mansion. Yep.
Oh, $100,000?
$100 grand.
And I could die. Oh,
You need to pay taxes because that takes a huge
Oh,
right? No,
right.
no, tax free. No.
Tax free?
No, yeah.
I'm doing it.
You're doing
I'm
it?
doing it, first of all, because I don't believe in ghosts.
maybe.
Huh?
I mean, I would think that I would want to, but then I would probably test myself and chicken out when I got there.
Oh,
So.
yeah, I would totally check it out. I wouldn't do it.
Yeah, it would be scary as shit. And there's nobody to help you if something goes wrong.
Yeah. You leave the house, the game's over.
I think my belief that ghosts aren't real is strong enough to where I would be able to stay there.
But they are real. So as soon as you walk in the first night, boom, shit's happening.
Okay, so what if ghosts are real?
Yeah.
and this place is legit?
Legitimately haunted.
Oh, and not haunted by Casper.
You're not haunted by Casper. They're fucking evil intentions. Evil intentions.
Yeah, it's also Casper situation, that's it.
Oh yeah, if it was Casper, I mean, I'd probably move in.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
There's even like a term for people who get turned on by ghosts.
Oh really?
What?
Yeah, there are people out there that get turned on by the thought of ghosts and by the thought of having sex with ghosts.
Yeah. There's actually women that swear that they have had sexual encounters with ghosts, and that even like raped by ghosts, and that no matter if they move, the ghost, like the spirit, still follows them to the next house. And they even made a movie called The Entity that's really hard to find with Andy Garcia, and it's about a true story of a woman that is being assaulted by this spirit.
No shit.
Yeah, and the movie's actually incredible. The special effects are awesome. I mean, they did a great job with it.
Wow.
It's a little over the top at the
Okay.
end. You know, it's like it's controlling machines and everything in this like fake
Oh,
house that Andy Garcia. I think he's a therapist or something, or he I can't remember what his job is, but he's come to help her. You know, and so he's set up this phony house and everything to simulate her home so that they can see like what's gonna happen and everything. And you know, and that's the big climactic scene of a throwdown with this spirit and everything. But it ends, the movie ends, and they have the little, you know, reading afterwards, and it says that she moved and is still to this day assaulted by this same spirit. So it's followed her. And yeah, I can't remember what the word is, but they've got one. Just like I'm sure there's one for the being turned on by ghosts. But yeah, these people that are assaulted by spirits their whole life, like it starts when they're young. But you know what? A lot of that too in psychology, they call that hypnagogic imaging.
Okay.
And that's what they say a lot of. It's where you wake up, but your body isn't awake yet, or your mind still has the dream chemicals going on.
Yeah.
So they say like a lot of people that say that they've been abducted or wake up and they see figures above their bed looking at them, that could be hypnagogic images because you're waking up, something's woke you up so fast that you're not awake, you're still in a dream state. But you're seeing.
So you're like hallucinating.
So you're hallucinating,
Yeah.
yes indeed. And that's what they say, like a lot of that can probably be written up to the hypnagogic images.
Well, I believe that sounds possible for sure, man.
But like I say with anything, like Bigfoot or aliens or UFO sightings or whatever, I mean, if you say like 99% of those people are lying, there's still that 1%, which is thousands of people, if not like 600 people.
Okay.
You know, and it's like they can't all be lying, you know?
Yeah.
And it's
That or the legends has transferred on for so fucking long that it's just become such folklore that people just believe in it. I mean, now as far as Bigfoot goes, I think there's not proof that it exists today, but proof that it has existed at one point in time. I heard something about it where Indians had a name for that creature, right? And they think that it had existed at one point, but had died off.
Yeah.
Throughout the fucking years, but
yeah.
But that's you know, folklore. That's shit that's been passed down. Legends has been passed down from generation to generation. I don't know. There's a lot of areas in this world that we still haven't fucking explored. You know what I mean? Like the Congo and shit, dude. Like that's fucking densely jungled area where there's like actual evidence of these like 9-foot fucking gorillas and shit that are just, or 8-foot fucking gorillas that are just fucking huge. Like in the actual movie, they're like gray, right? In the movie Congo, actually gray gorillas are just huge and smart.
Yeah.
Like, there's proof that those fucking animals actually exist out there. That they've caught one, now they didn't catch it, they killed it and took it.
Right.
But They've seen him and they've got him out there.
They're like, look, a new species, shoot it!
Shoot it! Shoot it!
Now we can do studies on it.
Dissect it.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
I got one more. Okay. You're in a room. You're about to be attacked by Jason.
Okay.
All right. You have two choices. You have a baseball bat.
A baseball.
That's all you got.
Oh my gosh.
You have to fight Jason with a baseball bat or jump out of your window, but you're 2 stories up.
Is there grass
Is there grass?
or is it concrete?
It don't matter.
It kind of does.
Does it matter?
Is
Okay.
it snowing?
It's a porch.
Is there like drifts of
It's-
snow outside
no.
the window?
No. There's not a slide. There's no drifts of snow.
There's
There's not a tree that you can jump to.
I don't have time to throw the mattress out the window.
No mattress. No mattress. You're jumping down onto a sidewalk.
You're saying window?
But then with my luck, I would break my leg.
And then he would just walk downstairs.
Walk downstairs and kill me anyway.
Yeah.
But I would still take my chance because I don't think I would. I don't think I would be a match for Jason with baseball bat.
Yeah, baseball bat's rough.
Is this an aluminum bat?
No. Yeah, okay, it's aluminum bat. Go aluminum bat so it doesn't break.
What weight?
It's a grown man's aluminum bat. It's not some kid's little league
Okay, it's
bat.
not a T-ball bat. Oh shit, a bat or a window? God, I mean, what else can you do? You gotta jump out the window.
Yeah?
I mean, you really don't have.
You don't think you get like a couple knocks on him or something and
He's
like
not
try to
gonna-
run?
he's not
You're not
gonna
gonna
move.
kill him. You're obviously not gonna kill
You're
him.
not gonna move him.
You don't
So
think
if
you
he's
move
blocking the door and you hit him with the bat, he's not gonna be like, "Oh, I'm moving to the right now." He's
Sure.
gonna move his head or not at all,
He's like a fucking
and he's gonna
statue.
swing his machete.
And you're dead.
You're done.
And you're over.
Unless you can block the machete with his
The bat.
bat.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, I think you guys are right. Both of you guys are right. I think you gotta jump out the window. I would like to think I'd be able to hit him once or twice and then get around him, but
Yeah, I would.
probably not gonna happen.
Yeah. Yeah, I would like to think that too. But more than likely,
You gotta jump out the window.
yeah.
You gotta jump out the
And
window.
you're hurting yourself.
Oh yeah. I mean, the chances of you falling down and like not spraining an ankle or something, right?
Yeah, fraction, something.
Jeez, my luck, I'd slip and like face plant straight down.
Mhm.
Bam!
And then he just throws the machete out the window and it goes in.
Or he just jumps out himself. He doesn't give a fuck, right?
Yeah. Gosh. Oh.
Yeah, that's it. That's all I got for what is.
Yeah. Wow. And so you saw Crimson Peak, Melissa?
Yeah, I did.
What did you think of it?
Well, it was beautiful. I mean, the production and the setting. I mean, it's absolutely beautiful. The house, the contrast, everything. The acting was spot on. They had a really great cast, but I did not believe that Del Toro went along with the storyline that he did. And I don't want to give it away because it's in theaters, but it was so predictable, and I'm really surprised that he went the direction that he did with this movie. Because he wrote it,
Right.
as well as I think directing and producing, and so I was very surprised because I mean, beautiful movie, but then I just kind of figured it out from the very beginning, and
Was it?
yeah,
Is it M. Night Shyamalan, like twist ending? Is that what it is? Or?
no, not at all.
Okay.
So I kind of expected, so what I expected was that, oh, he's given us some clues so that I think he's going this direction, and then all of a sudden he's going to do this. But instead he's like, no, this is just what we're going to do.
Yeah.
Okay.